bag needs to move. They cut off his...
Really?
Yeah.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
As why? And today we got why it sucks to be a male concubine. Didn't even know that was a thing. Let's get straight into it. You already know the vibes. Sure, check out my stuff.
Not yo-yo.
Sure, check out Stanley's stuff.
Stanley's live.
Let's just get straight into it.
Chopping wood with your dad somewhere in 17th century China during the Ming Dynasty. Then, out of nowhere, a shiny wagon rolls up to your house like it's delivering treasure. A guy in blinding robes steps out and walks into your house like he owns the place. You keep chopping, like you're not totally watching him through the corner of your eye. And then, bam! Next thing you know, you're the one being thrown into that wagon. You yell, you kick, you're ready to throw a
I just did that.
hands.
Technically, if you're a
But
male concubine, does that make you fine? Or is that not what it's predicated on?
Stop doing that.
Then, he pulls out a steamed bun. It smells amazing. You've never seen one so fluffy.
Fine shit.
Naturally, you shut up and take a bite. For a second, you forget you've just been kidnapped. Turns out, this guy's a scout for the Imperial Palace. His job? Go around collecting fresh new eunuchs. Yeah, we'll come back to that. A few hours later,
He is about to be gaslit and manipulated his entire life. Jesus Christ. So there is a drill.
There's a drill.
Okay.
wagon rolls through the gates of the Forbidden City, and your jaw hits the floor. It's huge. Guards everywhere. Buildings taller than any tree you've ever seen. And people, all strutting around like they invented silk. Your scout buddy guides you into one of the buildings, and you're greeted by a super old dude with shaky hands. He stares at you way too long and mutters, "Such beauty." Creepy? Oh, absolutely. After that horror show, you're taken to a way less impressive room. No golden dragons, no fancy pillows, just an old-smelling space and a sad little mat on the floor. It's basically the palace's version of a motel closet. You try to sleep, but one thought keeps circling your 9-year-old brain. What am I even doing here? But hey, your parents trusted this guy, right? Right? The next morning, you find out why you're here. Congratulations, you've been chosen to become a eunuch. Your first instinct? Escape. Duh. You scan for exits, do some quick spy math, and decide.
Do you think he forgot to color this part? Or do you think that's the...
Whoa!
He forgot to color it?
Oh, D forgot to color that part. Yo, you still got it. You still got it. You still got it. You still got it.
Crazy.
Your first instinct? Escape. Duh. You scan for exits, do some quick spy math, and decide, I can totally outrun 100 palace guards. Spoiler, you couldn't.
At 9?
You got about 3 steps before they tackled you
maybe.
like you were hiding state secrets.
Yeah, you don't
fight
got
back,
burners on you.
but honestly, what's a 9-year-old gonna do? Then it hits you. Remember that nice scout? Yeah, your parents sold you into this.
Yep.
So, when the moment comes and the guards pin you to the floor while someone boils water and sharpens a blade nearby, don't waste your breath begging. They're not monsters, just cogs in a very bloody machine. Then, bam, no words, no mercy. Pain rips up your spine like lightning struck between your legs. You try to scream,
What'd they do?
but all that comes out is a choke. The world tilts. Blood's everywhere. Your breath stutters. And the worst part? You don't black out. You feel every second, every stitch. And just like that, your fate's soaked in wine and lime.
What did
It's
they
over
do?
in minutes, but the shame sticks around longer than the pain.
They, oh my. The bag needs to move. They cut off his...
Really?
Yeah.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't connect that.
Yeah.
I didn't connect that.
You refuse
That was his
food.
legs you were looking
You
at.
cry until you physically can't. You're 9 years old and your childhood just got a hard reset. When you're first ordered to carry water through the palace halls, the concubines notice. They cover their mouths, giggling behind silk sleeves. Half boy, one hit.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna start flaming.
That's crazy.
Kisses, another smirks. Not even that. That laughter cuts deeper than the blade ever did. But guess what? No one has time for your breakdown because you're now officially a eunuch. Congrats! Time to get to work. You get tossed into the Zhao Fengxi, where eunuchs learn to sing and dance to entertain the emperor. Yup, this is your life now. Less ninja, more K-pop trainee with a traumatic backstory. A few days in and you already hate everything. Your teachers? Sadists in silk. You're forced to learn to dance, play multiple instruments, and,
Right.
worst of all, sing in falsetto like a glass-breaking songbird. Seriously, who the hell teaches a guy to sing like that on purpose? 3 grueling years go by in a blur of sore muscles, shouted corrections, and shared foot fungus. But somehow, you're considered ready. Ready for what? Your first big performance. A banquet. For the Emperor. It's held at the Palace of Heavenly Purity, which sounds peaceful.
They didn't explain this. I don't know where I got the information. Maybe it's from the last time that we watched the Concubine video. But I'm pretty sure they cut it so that they can't get other women concubines pregnant. Like, the only person who's allowed to get, like, the women pregnant in, like, that district is, like, the king.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why they cut off Bro's
because
thing.
he's living with them and stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it says they're on the thing.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually just a high-pressure talent show with your life on the line. Drums are pounding. Flutes are singing. Some guy's playing the pipa like his fingers owe him money. The whole room glows from the lanterns, flickering off golden walls like you're inside a jewelry box. Then your group gets called in. You march in, stomach doing flips, sweating through layers of expensive fabric. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, you're dancing tonight. If you trip even once, that's your entire career. And maybe your life. Done.
Hell no, are you kidding me? I'm 230 pounds.
But surprise, you crush it. Every spin, every step, every dramatic hand gesture is on point. You sneak a glance at the Emperor. He's nodding. You actually impressed him. Not bad for a kid who used to chop wood.
My thing is, like, if you were in the Emperor's shoes, how is this entertaining?
Yo,
I would not be entertained by
I'm
this.
telling you, something about, like, the excruciating boredom that had to come with living back then. The only thing that they could genuinely find entertainment in is playing with somebody's life.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, that was literally, like,
because even literature isn't, like, OD crazy like that, now that I think about it. Because you can't even, like, mass produce, like, stuff to read.
And or, like, bond with people over. But, like, death is something everybody understands the weight of, so.
I never thought about that. Yeah, yeah. Like, they're just OD bored.
Shockingly, the Emperor asked to see you that night. This is huge. The Emperor doesn't even make eye contact with most people, let alone call for encore performances. So you go, nervous, flattered, and mostly terrified. He tells you to dance. Again. Then again. Then again. For weeks. This turns into a nightly routine, like you're the Emperor's personal Spotify playlist. Dude is obsessed.
Literally TV.
Then one night, after your usual performance, the Emperor tells you to stay. And when the Emperor says stay, you don't get a choice. So, you stay. The next morning, something's changed. Everyone in the inner court is looking at you differently.
Assassinating him?
Assassinating the Emperor?
Yeah.
What?
Don't you, like, get the kingdom? That's not how it works.
No, what? I'm doing this puree. I'm doing this two-step. What are you talking about?
No, like, when he tells you to stay, you're not two-stepping anymore. Yeah, it's other steps that are...
Right. These are real-life people.
No, which is weird
gone,
because...
Right? Huh? They're gone, right?
Yeah, but like...
Oh, okay.
Life. Yo.
Nobody saw anything.
My headphones.
And yet somehow, they all seem aware that you shared the Emperor's bed. And the weirdest part? They actually respect you now. The Emperor calls you again the next night, and you're really hoping this isn't another round of, well, you know. But surprisingly, it doesn't go that way. Instead, you sit and talk about poetry, literature, philosophy.
How? I can't
He even
read.
asks your opinion like it actually matters. Weird, right?
Okay.
Weeks go by like that. He's skipping banquets, ignoring concubines. Half the palace is whispering about it, and he doesn't care. Instead, he gives you all the gifts. Silks, jade, rare books. The full Imperial Sugar Daddy starter
Does
pack.
this make you any happier?
You even get...
Absolutely. A book?
Like...
Yeah, for a book, I'm so good. For some silk?
Silk, gifts.
No!
Yeah.
moved into luxurious new...
Imagine I ruined your life and they gave you a Montclair.
What? Montclair
Quarters.
heavy, though.
Shut up.
right next to the Emperor. And everyone knows what that means. But here's the thing. Not everyone's a fan of your glow-up. The ministers? Furious. You're not
always gonna
royalty.
be hating.
You're not a noble. Yet here you are, living large while they wait hours just to speak with the Emperor. The
Okay.
creepy old eunuch, he thinks you're getting too powerful to control, which in palace language means you're officially on the should disappear list. Rumor has it they formed a faction against you. Secret meetings, long scrolls, whispered threats in hallways. But you're not into politics, so you do the reasonable thing. Completely ignore it. Big mistake. One day, your friend, another eunuch, pulls you aside, eyes wide. They're planning something, he whispers. You barely have time to blink. The next morning, a group of ministers storms into court, accusing you of embezzlement. They even bring documents, signed, sealed, and completely fake. But it looks real enough to ruin you. The emperor? Furious. Not just angry, disappointed angry. The kind of angry that makes him refuse to even look at you. And here's the thing, if he doesn't forgive you, you're not getting demoted. You're getting
dying.
executed,
Yeah.
like immediately. So what do? You kneel, right outside his quarters. Cold marble under your knees, all day, no food, no water. Just you and the silence of a palace pretending you don't exist. Finally, the emperor comes out. Your knees are bleeding, your lips cracked. He looks at you, tired, hurt, betrayed, and asks the one question that breaks your heart. Why didn't you just tell me what you needed? Through tears, you tell him everything. The lies, the fake documents, the setup. And somehow, by some miracle, he believes you. After that,
It just felt like
everything
anime
shifts.
for a second.
The emperor trusts you more than anyone and relies on you completely. Speaking of the emperor, he's sick now, and the sicker he gets, the more
He's cooked when he dies, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
he needs you
Oh, for
around.
sure.
Day
Did you watch the
and
Demon Slayer movie?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
night, whispering advice, holding court meetings for him. You're not just a favorite anymore. You're the guy holding the empire together with a fan and a forced smile. But then something unexpected hits you. A minister reveals the truth. Your old friend, the one who warned you about the conspiracy, wasn't warning you at all. He was feeding you just enough truth to earn your trust and keep himself safe. Classic palace move. You confront him. He swears it's a lie. Swears he'd never betray you. And the worst part? You want to believe him.
Yeah.
So even though every bone in your body says don't believe him, you do. You let him go because he's your friend. Big mistake? We'll see. After that, you weren't just another eunuch. You were the emperor's shadow, his confidant, his voice in meetings, sometimes even his bedmate. People didn't dare whisper when you walked by. They held their breath because he couldn't function without you. And then one morning, you wake up wrapped in silk sheets beside the emperor. He's half dressed, peaceful. Honestly, too peaceful.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, What?
I thought about what I was gonna say.
Yo.
Okay, barring the fact that he's here against his will. Barring the fact that this man is here against his will. Need someone to hold me down like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Really get into the role. Really get into the structure. You know what I'm saying? Really get into the structure of it. You feel what I'm saying? It's just horrible. Horrible scene. Horrible, travesties that is happening. Things of that. However, one thing you can't say, he won't try his best. You know what I'm saying? I need a shorty to try their best with me. You know what I'm saying? That's
Every concubine video. Every single one. Every single one.
It's
This
just
nigga
like
was-
that.
He's been manipulated since he was 9. Of course he's gonna be good at holding it down. That's all he knows.
Right. Boy, did that manipulation work. You know what I'm saying? Like that jump. They know what they was doing.
Boy, did that manipulation work. In reference to a 9-year-old. Stanley Animations. That's the quote.
No, he's not 9 here.
That he was manipulated since he was 9. So
Yeah,
it might
yeah,
as well
yeah.
be in reference.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
You nudge him. Nothing. Call his name. Still nothing. That chill crawling up your spine? Yeah, it's real. A few minutes later, the physicians confirm what you already know. The emperor is dead. But there's no time for mourning. No time for tears. You're not just his lover. You're a man surrounded by knives. And the only thing protecting you just
Was him.
stopped breathing. So you move fast. Order everyone in the room to keep quiet. Seal the doors. Send letters to your most trusted allies. People who owe everything
This is how I
to
feel
you.
like. This is what I feel like is gonna happen when Mr. Beast pass away, and it's like just his channel left. I feel like you don't tell nobody. You seal doors.
And
You gotta
post
send
the whole
yeah.
backlog.
You gotta figure out who do what. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of.
That's so crazy,
Yeah.
though. That's so crazy, though.
Telling them it's time to secure the throne and your position.
Yup.
Then you go back to your quarters to plan. A few hours later, you try to leave. But the guards, the same ones who've protected you for years, step in
Yep.
front of the door.
Yep.
And then you see who sent them. Your allies.
It's bro.
Correction.
Yep.
Former allies.
Yep.
Turns out you weren't the only one making secret moves after the emperor died. While you
Yeah.
were writing letters, they were sharpening knives. And now you're under house arrest as the empire decides who gets the throne. Every hour feels like a year. For the first time in years, that you're no longer the most dangerous man in the room. Then, one afternoon, someone steps inside. It's him, your friend,
Yeah.
the one you
Yeah.
spared, the one you told to run. And
Wow.
now he's here, standing in front of you with zero shame. Turns out, your recent downfall, the betrayal, the fake allies, the power shift, all him. He played you like a loot. You stare at him, speechless. This is the guy you risked everything for.
Oh my gosh, this is
and
Flex
now
and Sass.
he's sealing your fate.
That's so stupid.
Before leaving, he casually drops the final bomb. A new emperor will be crowned tomorrow. And you're scheduled for execution right after. Cute, right? But you've had enough of this palace deciding how you live and when you die. So that night, you look around your room, your prison, and then you look at your belt.
No.
Technically, you've got a few of them, part of the eunuch uniform. You tie them together, tighten the knot, and as the moon rises over the Forbidden City, you climb onto the table and step off. Not because you're weak, but because it's the last thing they can't take from you. They took everything else, but not this. Thanks for watching. I love making these.
This
It's so
happy ass
crazy. Yeah,
doodle.
they do that every time. They do that every time, bro.
You just told me the most horrible graphic scenario. All right, have a good day. Like, no, I'm
Him
not
and talking
going to,
head,
bro.
Hey man, that's gonna be the video. Hope you guys liked it. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Be sure to check out my stuff.
Nah, yo.
Check out Scamming Stuff.
Stanley
We'll
Vlog.
catch you guys in the next one. Peace.